What's up, guys? LegomationStudio here with another Bionicle 2015 review. If you haven't watched our first review of Bionicle Tahu Master of Fire, go ahead and check that out in the links to the side. But if you have, you've heard my opinion on Bionicle and how I appreciate the reboot, how I appreciate what they've been doing with these sets. So let's get into our first review of the Protector of Fire. The box, as you can see, has the same kind of sharp edges the way Tahu's box did, with that similar design, just shrunken down for a protector size. It has 6 through 12 ages and 63 pieces, which is far much more than any Agori or Matoran that we ever had. It says warning choking hazard. Got the cool mask of creation on the top, and he's in a action position, probably fighting off those spiders. On the back, press his mask off, put a skull spider on his face, and the little kind of, it's like a Kordak blaster but more Lego and very creative. I'll talk about this new weapon, but it shows basically how you can shoot little bullets out of his like little launcher that'll be on his shoulder, and then the actual size of his mask, all this other info so they don't get sued. And then just on the side, the combination option in order to create the ultimate Tahu. Very cool. Alright, so we've taken a look at the box. Don't like spending too much time on it. We'll open it up. My favorite part, let's see what's on the inside. Trying not to damage the box as much as possible. Alright. And we just pop these guys open. Let's see what we got. Alright. So we have our average instruction booklet. It's horizontal instead of vertical like Tahu's. And you get another animation comic, but it's the same as the one that came with Tahu, I'm pretty sure. Shows a little more action of the Protector. Shows how to organize pieces, how to build them up. Lego.com, the combiner, all the Toa, or masters. I guess they're masters. I don't know. They call them Toa, just not in the actual boxes, which is weird. Let's quickly just go over what's new in here. Now, I'm pretty sure again that these are new pieces. They came with Tahu, and they're these lightning bolt fire colors, translucent plastic, very cool looking. I love that. We got your average hero factory armor in translucent orange and in solid Mata red. We have translucent orange hand pieces, which are really cool. I love translucent pieces, as you guys probably know. And I love that we're getting them in the form of Glatorian fists. Very cool. We got a skull spider mask. We have the new piece that is going to be used for creating his little launcher. I'm sure we're going to find a way to attach each one of these little studs in. Very cool piece. We have some of the armor. Again, I forget if this came with Hero Factory or not. I'm pretty sure they're new. We got a bunch of gold ones with Tahu, and now we got a gunmetal silver one for our Protector of Fire here. Here's the mask. Very cool. I didn't even know that it was translucent orange until right now. That's awesome. You know, you get to start off with a Mata red and it moves upwards and gets translucent orange. Very cool. I love the quality of this mask. Can't wait to see the colors of the other protectors. We have the Skull Spider's legs in gunmetal. Just some more Hero Factory limbs with the ball joint connections. We get this little piece right here, which I'm sure is going to be used in connecting his launcher. Technic piece, very cool. Like to see that in this set. Love it. We have some gunmetal Hero Factory armor in silver. We also have the new head for this year. Very cool. Kind of a mix of Glatorian and Bionicle. Luckily, I don't see any Hero Factory elements in these heads, which is great. Then we have a translucent blue eyepiece to put in there. Very cool. The new feet, I'm pretty sure these are new feet, unlike the ones that came with Tahu that I think we got with Hero Factory. These feet are pretty new from what I can tell. Post in the comments section if they are new or not, but I'm pretty sure they are. And I like them. They give him a kind of claw foot look, and they're in black. Which is interesting, though, because he's a red character. You'd think they'd have it at least in red or maybe gunmetal, but the black looks cool. We'll see how it all comes together. And then, you just got your average smaller pieces over here. I think this is going to be used in the launcher. Alright.
Let's build in 3, 2, 1, go! I will protect Okoto, no matter what. Screw you, spider.
Here he is, the protector of fire. God, is he a little cutie or what? Let me just say, I love this. God, let's go over the figure, shall we? Building experience. Now I gotta say, I had a lot of fun building him, which is great. It wasn't disappointing at all. Just like Tahu, every second I felt like I was putting on a new piece of armor. You can see the red under the silver there, just the details, really, really cool. There's no part on him that's left untouched or undetailed. It's really great. Let's just basically go over what I thought was the most interesting part of this build. Basically, that was the new torso attachment, which is right here. If we zoom in, you can basically see that you had to attach this Technic piece that led to his arms to the torso. And, I don't know, it was just an interesting build. I can kind of take it off for you guys to see. You had a Technic piece in there, a little rod, and these new extender pieces, which have been coming out with sets very recently. The rocket launcher is, or I guess it's not really rocket launcher, but it's an ammo launcher. Attaches to the shoulder. Naika Nuparu had that. Was one of the first Toa to have that. So it's cool that they're putting that in some of these Bionicle sets. Or at least this protector. Now, how about playability? Well, let's take a look at all the points of articulation on our protector of fire. For his legs, you have the feet movement, which is very nice. You have a knee movement, and you have a movement right at his waist. Again, 3 points of articulation, just like Tahu, which is great for a smaller figure. The fact that in every figure of Bionicle now, they all have bendable limbs is phenomenal. Very good. His arms, just 2 points of articulation, which is fine. I'm not complaining. You got one with his hand and one on his shoulder, which is plenty for a small figure. You can move his arms pretty much all the way around. There's no shoulder armor getting in the way. Even this launcher doesn't really get in the way. So playing with this figure will be great for kids. They're going to love it. And I'm sure once we go over the other protectors, they all are somewhat similar in their playability. So presentation, I really, really dig it. Now I wish they had maybe emphasized this in the Tahu figure. That's the translucent orange. I'm loving it, What if this guy had gold too? It would have been too weird. I think Tahu should have had some of this translucent orange instead of all that gold. But I love that on this protector. That makes me even like the protector's color scheme even a little more than Tahu's. His hands match with his armor that's translucent orange. And again, I love these armor pieces right here on his chest. They're using 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to make sure he looks all armored up and ready to battle. You have these 2 gunmetal silver ones, and then you have a regular gunmetal silver chest piece, and then underneath it, another Hero Factory red armor piece. And what that does is it gives him kind of a feeling of alive, like he has flesh underneath all of his armor. And I love that. Love it, Lego. Very good detail. I love the design of this chest piece. I'm sure the other ones will have very different designs as well, which is really nice to see that Lego's, giving each protector their own kind of design. We can zoom in here. You can see that there's a little peg on this yellow circular piece that sticks out, and as you rotate it, it flicks each one of those little orange pieces, and it shoots them pretty far. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this because since these pieces of ammo are so small, it's very easy to lose them. They did give me a whole bunch of extra ones though, which is really nice. I'm sure they're expecting kids to lose these. But if you're like with a friend and you're playing, I mean, it's just so easy to lose these. LEGO was still very innovative in being able to use LEGO pieces for a Bionicle launcher. And I do really like that. In the end, I think it's very cool. You know, none of the TOA come with these, just protectors. And they need some sort of weapon to defend themselves against the spiders. And I think this is very creative of LEGO. We'll just... Boom. His mask will pop off just like the other TOAs we saw with Tahu very easily. If you're fighting against another foe, you can just press this translucent blue piece and his mask will fall right off. There isn't much else to say about this protector of fire, you know. The smaller sets don't have, of course, as much pieces, but the detail is just as awesome as Tahu, I gotta say, you know. These small characters are just as important. Now, as far as story goes, I don't really know if there's Taraga or elderly characters in the new Bionicle universe. If there are, post in the comment section. I don't think really many people know this at this point in Bionicle's new story in the Generation 2 line. But in the small videos we see online, one of the protectors walks up to Tahu with like a cape on, and he kind of looks like an elderly Taraga, takes it off, and out comes a launcher. So I don't know if these protectors are supposed to be like a little more powerful than the average protector, because some of the protectors I saw in the videos didn't even have launchers or armor. So I'm pretty sure that this is one of the elderly protectors, the one that Tahu is talking to in that video. In the animations on Bionicle.com. I think it's this guy. I don't know for sure, though, if there's a difference or not. But besides story, still, as himself, the Protector is really, really cool. So, if I were to rate Bionicle's Protector of Fire, I'd give him a 5 out of 5. And out of 10, probably a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with this figure. He's completely armored up. For his size, he's great. I think the price tag for these guys is $9.99. So $10, you get a good amount of pieces, 63 awesome, nice pieces, and you get a little skull spider with it as well. I didn't show this in the last review, so I'll do it really quickly. If you take off the mask, you can attach the skull spider. I'll make sure to do this for the rest of my reviews. And you kind of grab him around and he grabs onto the body. Very cool. These skull spiders and the way they connect kind of remind me of the aliens from Alien, if you've ever seen Ridley Scott's film, the original. The way they kind of grab onto your face, you know, face grabbers. And so, very cool idea, LEGO. I like that a lot. You know, it's cooler than just Krana or Krata being put on. They actually like look like a mask and they grab onto his face, which is pretty scary if you think about it. So, awesome. I love the new direction of these sets, as you guys know. LEGO's being very smart, and it clearly shows with the innovation in this protector. So, thank you guys for watching this review. Go out, buy these sets. If you like my review, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and stay tuned for our next review of Golly, Master of Water. Until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow with that review, and this is LegomationStudio signing out.
Yo, yo, yo! I will protect Okoto with my fire. Okay, guys. See you later.